Hi guys! Welcome to my live streaming. Ito na si Ate Babaeng Jedai. Diba? Ito guys, na po nito. Kagabi. Nahila ko siya. Hindi ko alam kung saan ba siya nakatahi. Yan, hindi ko makita. I think nakaano lang siya guys. Dikit. Somewhere here. Anyways, maganda pa rin siya, diba? O, diba? Hello, my love. Shout po sa one viewer natin. Ayan. Salamat po ng bonggang-bongga po. Sa, ayan, pumuli. Sa pumuli. Ayun, maglagay tayo ng bubulski. Iyon, sisinaya tayo. So, ayun na nga mga ka-Jedi. So, araw na po dito ng Wednesday. So, it's like, Holy Wednesday na siya. Happy Wednesday, everyone. And, time check, 7 o'clock na po dito ng gabi. So, ayun. Ang ating jet ski nyo. Tapos na naman yung work. Bukas Thursday, guys. Oh my gosh. Ang bilis ng araw, diba? So, ito na nga, mapag-usapan natin. Wala naman pong bago. Ganun pa rin. So, as usual, yun. Sabi nga nila, guys, paano nyo daw i-deal yung mga toxic people around you? Kasi it's all over the place. Saan ka mapunta sa work, sa bahay, siguro, pwede rin. Yung depende rin sa environment ng So yun, lahat yun. Paano nyo daw sila i-handle? Basta isa lang po ang sagot daw dyan, mga jet ski. Siguro proven na. I don't know if you guys have experienced it. Pero ayun, bago po ang lahat, nais ko po muna kayong batiin ng isang magandang araw, tanghali, gabi, or madaling araw po kung saan po kayo naroroon. Ito naman po sa ating Babaeng Jedai. Today is Wednesday po, 7:20 na po dito ng gabi. So actually, taas po yung araw natin sa labas, hanging araw. So, medyo maaga pa, no? Hindi pa naman po gabi. So, yung masalo po sa one viewer natin. So, ito nga mga jet no? Sabi nga nila kahit saan kahit saan ka mapunta, meron yung mga toxic people, yung ganun. Pero yun nga, sabi nila, siguro naman, na-experience nyo na or not yet, you can try this. So, alam niyo guys, ang gagawin niyo lang is, ignore niyo lang sila. Don't be affected by those people. Otherwise, hindi magiging maganda yung araw niyo, yung work niyo maapektuhan. So, yun lang. I know sometimes parang ang hirap, di ba, magkunwari or whatsoever. Pero it works, guys. It works. Tawag dito, kung hindi niyo siya papansinin, you don't take it personally, then yeah, mag-work po siya. Totoo po yan mga jet ski. Totoo. Magkakaroon kayo ng peace of mind. Kung yung isipin nyo ay yung peace of mind. Kung isipin nyo ay huwag kayong, okay, for example, yung na-upset kayo or whatsoever, huwag nyong hayaang ma-upset kayo, huwag nyong hayaang magalit kayo. Otherwise, nakokontrol na yung emotions nyo. So, hindi pwedeng sila yung mag-control kung anong nararamdaman mo. Sabi nila kung minsan, okay lang daw naman, kasi parang yung, kumaga normal na yan na inside your body, yung magtitears ka, yung iiyak ka. Parang yun na yung how your body responds to it or yung approach ng body mo. Hayaan mo lang. Pero yun nga, totoo yung mga jitsi. Huwag nyo I know kung minsan parang napakasakit. Pero did you notice that guys, kung minsan pag hi, hello po sa 2 viewers natin. Did you notice guys, sometimes if you're watching some shows or movies that are like, drama or whatsoever, it can also affect, it makes you sensitive din po. Ayun. Dun sa everyday life nyo. So, parang, siya yung, tag dito, hindi rin maganda ang epekto nun. So, rin yung drama or whatsoever. Hindi rin maganda siguro yung mga horror or whatsoever. I'm so sleepy, guys. Dito na nga. Yun. So, yun na. Mga Jensi, magdadal lang tayo dito. Okay lang to. Parang ito na yung record lang tayo ng So, kung wala po dadalaw, so yun, okay lang. At least kung may makapanood mo nito, yun lang. Yeah, siguro kung po mag-work yun, no, guys, ignore nyo lang. Hindi pwede sila mag-control yung emotions nyo. Kahit nung mga wala pa akong ganong babasa about dealing sa mga ganitong klase ng tao, no? Kasi right now, it's all over the place sa mga podcast. You can find that. So yun, sa akin naman noon, I know, kasi kung minsan, alam nyo, diba guys, kung meron yung mga mean, toxic people around you, parang naapektuhan kayo ganun. Pero yun, sabi ko nga, 2025, wala na, kumbaga manhid na ba. Eh kung minsan kahit may sinasabi sila sa akin, okay fine, I acknowledge it. Pero I don't take it personally. Otherwise, wala. Kasi kung minsan parang ikaw yung talo, guys. Kung yung, let's say, meron yung mga umaapi sa'yo at nagagalit ka or meron yung mga someone rude, pinatulan mo siya. Hello, Ben is my name. Wow naman. Hello, Mr. Ben. How are you? Thank you so much po. Thank you for coming to my live streaming. So, I hope you are okay. Like Ate Babaeng Jedai. This is Ate Babaeng Jedai. Yan, may lang shoutout. Uy, thank you so much. Ben is my name yun. You know, Mr. Ben, I'm talking about, nakakaintindi po ba kayo ng Tagalog? Do you understand Tagalog po? Yun, tignan nga natin sa Mr. Ben. You and I, we belong in each other's arms. Uy, Tatagalog pula si Kuya Ben. So, Sir Ben, ito po ba yung ano nyo? Ayun. So, ito na mga ka-Jedi, no? As I was saying. Yun, mga ka-Jetski. Have you experienced those yung mga toxic people? It's all over the place. I know sometimes kasi feeling natin yung parang lalo na pag di natin na-express. O wala naman palang ganun. Huh? Ito. Ayun. Ayun. Bago lang pala si Sherman. Yes guys, yun nga yung gaya ng sinasabi ko sa inyo, no? Siyempre yun nga yung tawag dito. Thank you. Sir Ben is my name. Thank you so much. Oh, are you in the Philippines right now? Reported back to Israel. Oh, you're from Israel, but you know how to speak Tagalog, Mr. Ben? You're in the USA at the moment. Oh, well, I don't know if you, yeah. Well, it depends. But hopefully, you will not be deported, right? So yun. So good luck to you, and I hope everything will be okay. So I don't know how USFA works. So as I was saying, guys, if you have, I know, in our everyday life, even at work, anywhere, wherever you are, there's always toxic people. If I say toxic people, like, I don't know any Tagalog. Oh, but you said salamat, so I thought you knew. I thought you know how to speak Tagalog. My bad, sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, like, because I don't have anything to talk about, so I was just talking about toxic people. You work toxic? Yes, work toxic people, yeah. Yes, there are always some people that are toxic or people that are so mean or so rude or, like, they're just trying to, you know, sometimes you feel like a lot of workplace toxic. I know. Wow, every day we go to work, right? So it's always there. You can always encounter, but there are also some nice people. But then, sometimes, like my own experience, like sometimes there's only one person, the same person does it all the time. And that's what I'm saying, When the new year came, 2025, I said, oh, I have to fix it. I mean, it doesn't work this way. So I tried to. Oh my bad, sorry about that. Thank you. Favoritism, superficially people. I know. But there's only one thing. I always put it into my mind, like, what should I say? You know what I always do? Like, if you really know your worth, I always give my best at work. I don't mind. I don't care about the people. I mean, I do care, but most of the time, if, you know, there are some people that are so mean or rude, sometimes. In the beginning, I am really affected by it, but then I noticed that, once my emotions are affected, then it will affect my work. So then this year, 2025, I started to, like, not to be affected. It's okay, sometimes you just acknowledge it. If whatever they're saying, just, that you didn't do anything wrong, or they're just kind of rude. Sometimes you don't understand where are they coming from. Sometimes you feel like, are they jealous, or like, but sometimes I'm avoiding it to think that way. What's that again? I'm avoiding not to think that way. So what I do sometimes, I just ignore. I just do my work. I just give my 101% of work, and I always, just be honest. Because some people, sometimes they just look at what you're doing, and sometimes they just find something, like finding something, or something that they can use to blame you or whatsoever. I hardly have anything to do at work but sweep or wash the dishes. But you know what? That's a good, like, that's a good thing too, Mr. Because you don't have to deal with other people, I guess. I work along a 20-year-old who always foolish gossip. I think that's all over the place. In the beginning, I thought it's only us Filipinos who does the gossip. We call it marites at home. So it's like, but you know what? Regardless, regardless of the culture, different nationalities, they do gossip. Yeah. But to me, you know what I'm saying? Even if people talk about it, if they're the one they're talking about, or whatever they talked about is, it's not like they're, if as long as they're not fabricating things, for me it's not a gossip. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are trying to say something which is not true, then for me that's a gossip. Body count. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Oh, really, Mr. Ben? Body count. Yeah, really. I know. I know. But that's me. Now I changed. Before, you know what, I'm really affected in a way that, it's like my body, it's like a normal reaction of my body is like cry. Oh, nasty talk at work. Well, as long as they don't talk so bad, like, I know some people are really like that. I have I had workers that are really mean, like, even in front of you they say things, but sometimes, you know I feel like if it's not true, then, I don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't deserve, I mean, yeah, that's the thing that I've learned too. They don't deserve my time. If you know your worth, nobody can bring you down. Just concentrate at work. And they look at me like I'm a spy because I don't engage in the culture. Oh, yeah, but they shouldn't talk about, like, well, it's normal sometimes, like, but you have to respect each other, right? For me, well, I don't know, different, like, different nationalities, different cultures, but it's the same thing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We still do believe in one thing. And I think every individual deserves to be respected. That's all I can say. It's like for me at work, if you are like that, I do understand that. If I'm working with you every day, I know you already, then I can, just be professional, you know. You know what I'm saying? I know some people, they're like from the, oh, it's so hard to say. But yeah, that's the only thing I could say, Listen, listen, you listen, take it out from here. Don't be affected, don't take it personally. But the thing is, the good thing about it is that if, for example, you were told of, hey, you didn't do this, if you really didn't do it, well, sometimes it helps if you acknowledge it. But if you will not accept it, then, it's bad. There is a manager from Netherlands who actually acted like this. Oh, I know. Well, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, that's my thing. You know, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, you're giving your best, and at work, just be honest in what you do. I think you are okay. Let them talk about you. Sometimes, guys, yeah, don't think about what other people will say. Concentrate your work. As long as you do your work honestly and you're giving your best shot, I think, yeah, no one, no one can steal your happiness or the joy, the peace of mind. Yeah. So I feel bad, Mr. Ben, but yeah, you should be used to it by now. Yeah. So like they say, concentrate, focus to yourself, and for me, if someone is belittling me or trying to bring me down, I always take that as a challenge. I will work harder. Yeah. And sometimes instead of fighting back, or if you try to, how should I say it, if you will do the same thing to them, then you're proving that there's that you will be like them, kind of. Actually acted like those people I know. I love to smell my hair. See? Yeah, I know. Because they cannot see you're happy. It works. It works. I'm telling you, it works. But some people, they feel like they are lost, or they are not lost. Yeah, and always if they're trying to, what should I say? I'm trying to remember. We had a coworker before. Yeah, he was new at work. He was new. He was not even. He didn't. He's under probation. He just started work. He was on training. But like what I said, some people probably are so mean, the way they teach or whatsoever. But then, so in short, he really burst, like he burst. Maybe it's already full, like inside of him. He's already like so upset every day in everyday life. I mean, every time he comes to work, he has this issue, and maybe someone was so mean to him, and blah blah blah. Then yeah, he burst. He shouted at the lady, and and then he wasn't he didn't make it. I mean, he was fired, kind of. Well, I think sometimes by reacting to this kind of people is like, you know like a natural thing to do, but then sometimes it's not good to do it. Like, because here's my thing, when I was really affected by someone at work, like, okay, when I was really affected by someone at work, as you know, I was really upset. I was really upset. Then, I'm telling you, it doesn't go away. I always think about it for 3 days. Every time I think about it, I'm crying, and I really felt so bad, or blah blah blah. Yeah, I do cry, but I know I'm strong. It's just my that's how my body reacts with this kind of situation. So it's like, and then all of a sudden I had those headaches, my blood pressure went up, and blah 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 blah. That's why I said no, not anymore, not anymore. Some people think when you cry you're weak, but not really. And then you know what? I have to wear my glasses. I cannot read now. I can engage in the culture. There was a manager. Okay, this is what Mr. Ben said. People who come other countries, once they become westernized, or if any people are westernized, they become very superficial. Maybe that's my opinion. Superficial means they're so frank, straightforward, right? Is that what you meant, Mr. Ben? No, what I notice is in a modern Western country, like they're so frank, they're so straightforward. Experiences that you're singled out at work, they automatically go. What's that? My experience is that if you're singled out at work, they automatically go towards or question your personal life. Well, who cares? Here's my thing now. I know some people, they take it personally and then they attack you personally. It's okay. If they were question your personal life, they don't even have the right to do that. You're taking so personal. That's below the belt, right? They shouldn't be doing that. That's a big no-no. But here's my thing now. Whatever they say, as long as you're not doing anything wrong, you know your worth, leave them. Don't think about whatever, like they talk. Whatever they say about you. I know I'm not really good in English. Mr. Ben is my name, but I'm trying. That's my thing now. Like what I'm saying is, if you know your worth, if you're doing, like you're honest, you're at work, doing your work, you are hardworking. Let them tuck 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 tuck. Okay? They don't have the right to question about anybody else's personal life or someone's personal life. They're bad. They're just, sometimes I'm trying to think like, you know, if those people are trying, to yourself that you're not doing anything wrong. You're not even doing anything to other people. You're not even saying anything to other people. How about the other people? You're not even attacking someone. And yet, these people are doing these things to you, They don't deserve your time. Find your inner peace. Don't let don't let your emotions be controlled by them. Something like that. I know. Sometimes it's easy to say, but I already have encountered, I've been working for so long, but last year I have gone through, like, I don't know, I've gone through a lot last year, but still here I am. I'm standing, and that's why I always tell my mind, as long as I know my worth, I don't know what other people say. I will keep my work, like that will be like a challenge for me. I will do better at work. I'm not saying that I'm bad at work, but you know what? Just do whatever I'm doing, continue what I'm doing, kind of, then I'll be good. And you know what? If you know that you make a mistake, then just acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Say sorry if you really did it. You know? If you single that at work, I know that would be hard too. Sometimes you feel like you're alone and all of them are like against you. But again, sometimes that's how we perceive it. But as long as you're doing the right thing, because sometimes this is how I feel now. I go to work, if I'm paid, that's fine. I mean, I go to work, do my job, wait for the payday. That's it. I don't mind what other people say. Oh, question your personal life. The problem is there are many gaps at work which as downtime, and that's the time employees witness that I have no work to do. Huh? What's that? The problem is there's many gaps at work such as downtime. Also, you have downtimes at work. Well, but everyone that that's why everyone should learn to respect each other. I know, like at work, it's not like all day is a bad day. We're not busy every day. Maybe we're busy for 2 hours, and then there's a 1 hour not so busy you know time in between, and then again you get busy. But everyone should respect that. And you know what, I know employees that happen to have no work to do. Well, what can you do? If there's no work, there's no work. You have to respect that. It's not that you're not working. I mean, there's no work. That's why, sometimes at work, okay. So, for example, for us, if there's a downtime, then we help the others. Something like that. But it depends, right? How there are certain jobs that breeds toxic environment. Oh, wow. That would be hard to deal with. You would be surprised how often I have little to do. Really? Yeah, so does that mean that, like you don't really, like you are always busy? I know. But what can we do? Maybe even the manager will know that, well, hey, today we're not that busy, so it's like, what can we do? So sometimes, if the manager has something like paperwork or whatsoever, they can ask the employees to do that if they do trust them, right? But that's all I can say right now. Focus to yourself, concentrate your work, stay away from trouble. I know people are sometimes they want to create trouble. I know. And the worst part is sometimes if they want to, like if they're accusing you of something that you didn't do, that's the worst. Or they're trying to manipulate you or the gaslight. Yeah. But that one will work. Sir Ben is my name. Like you're trying to, don't don't focus to what they say. Focus to yourself. Give your best shot. Give your best shot. Because this is what happens if your emotions will be affected, then you can make mistakes. And then that will be, I think that's how they want it. For you to make mistakes, and there'll be a reason for them to, chuck, 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 chuck. And you can lose your job right there and there. I know. And like what they said, you have to set boundaries. It's not that, you don't want to socialize or whatsoever, but you're just giving respect to yourself. Because once that is gone, respecting yourself, then it will be bad. Okay, Mr. Ben. These young employees, they think about the one thing, but That one thing they talk about is constant and vulgar. I know they're straightforward, right? Yeah, yeah, they will just say it on your face. You know, that's how the Western people are. I mean, once they're westernized. But you know what? Sometimes that's a good thing too. Well, like for us Asians, right? Back home, it's really hard to tell the person, like in front of her face, something. Like, even if it's true, it's so hard to tell it in front of the person, right? So it's a surprise because you're thinking about the other person's emotions, right? But here, no, they will just tell you, like, in front of your face that, hey, this is this, and that. Sometimes you feel bad, but then, once you're used to it, then you will understand, and then they will just, like, it's like something normal, or, as long as they don't talk. I mean, they don't do or act like below the belt, you know what I'm saying? Not that much, or trying to destroy, or, like gossiping, like, saying something that is not true, then yeah, there'll be a different story. But I do respect that now. I know already, in the beginning you feel hurt or whatsoever because you're not used to it. Like, culture, they would say, hey, you're so ugly, something like that. Or they would say, oh, it seems like you're gaining weight. Yeah, some people, they really feel bad about that, and to really think about it, it's not something normal, or, but then you would just say, I know, that's why I want to lose weight. Makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, no personal effect. Okay, how often I have little to do, I know. Yeah, but that's all I can say. As long as you know your word, focus to yourself, be a better worker, be a better person, and, try to reflect. Sometimes I do that, because I'm a person who's like, I don't know, sometimes even if I don't hear things, I can sense it. Something is wrong. I can feel it. And then they would say, or someone else's reaction to me, I can feel it. Even if they don't say anything in front of me, even if I don't hear anything from, like zoo, 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 zoo around me, through actions, I can tell. And then, sometimes I feel like this is what I do. I reflect, like, oh, why is she doing that or whatsoever? And then, yeah. And you know what? If I notice something, I put boundaries. Or you know, I have to get away. I mean, like, not too close to the person, kind of. And if I feel like uh, one individual is not giving me, like full of negativity, like it's always, um, it's not like a good motivation, or, it's not giving me inspiration to do things, like, I limit myself. I put boundaries. Well, you can always, when you watch online, on social media, it's all over. But it's true, because I have experienced it. Thing that joke about is concerned and vulgar. Okay, I was told by someone from the Philippines that she worked an office job, but they actually had to dance and sing at what? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea, Sir Ben. Maybe it can be true, but, I haven't heard anything yet. I don't know really if this is really true. Wow, that's something, Wow, that's wow. So, Sir Ben, good luck, and I hope your coworkers will realize. But I know, this is my thing too. Even how bad a person is, they know themselves how they are, and I know there's still a part of their heart that is really good, and people can change. Always think that way. As long as you're not doing anything wrong, let them talk about you. Let them do things. I know sometimes they would say, ah, she's so stupid, or he's so stupid. He doesn't or she doesn't see anything or whatsoever. No. Sometimes you feel like, you know, they don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your time. Don't waste your time dealing with these people. I know. That's why, you know what, if this will be your, you know, if this will how you think, even if a lot of toxic people around you, you can stay. I mean, that's true. Yeah. Just be silent, do your part, be a better person, and that's it. Okay guys, wow, na 36 minutes na tayo. I don't know about that, Mr. Ben, the Filipino. If they were in the office and they do those things, I'm not sure about that. I haven't heard any one yet who does that. It can be true, it cannot be true. Oh my goodness, now I'm coming. Hello po sa 2 viewers natin. Okay, gotta go buy food now. Okay, bye Mr. Ben, it's my name. Thank you so much for coming and wish you all the best and hope, yeah, just ignore them. Just ignore them. I know these young kids or generations, they're like, you know, sometimes they don't even respect, you know, like, they're like at your age, or, you know, sometimes they don't even respect that you've been there for longer than them. They don't respect that. They are so, I mean, how should I say, aggressive. Yeah. And this is what I always tell or put into my mind, like, you know, if I'm the person who can understand that person, then yeah, I'll go for it. Or if I heard something, I always tell myself, like, oh, maybe that's what, maybe she didn't mean it, something like that. And then, you know what, stop talking about it. Once it happened, stop talking about it. Because if you keep talking about it, then you cannot move on, and then, you know, the more it will control, like, you know, the more you'll be affected by it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sleep again, guys. 2 viewers po. Okay, 2 minutes na lang tayo. So, for 40 minutes. 2 minutes na lang, guys. I know. I know. So, it's really bad, right? You know, don't take it personally. Yeah, they said things like, you know, but sometimes if they are trying to gaslight you, like, telling you that, hey, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, it's your fault or whatsoever, as long as you know that you didn't do it, you know, then you're fine. You just say, maybe you're like, you know, well, that's not true. At least you have answer, like, an answer for that. And if it's really true, then you're gonna always say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that, you know. Right? Okay, guys. 1 minute na lang tayo. And then we will be done for the day. Oh, shoot. It's already 8 o'clock. I need to sleep now, guys. I'm so sleepy because I normally wake up about 4:30 in the morning. And tomorrow I have to start early, like at 6 o'clock. So I have to go, not yet, 30 seconds, guys. Yeah. So that is our Mr. Ben. Make love shout out to you, and yes, good luck to your work. I mean, you know, hopefully these little or the young ones are, you know, and you know, sometimes they say, yeah, and sometimes they say, like, you know, as long as you know how to deal with these people, you should be fine. And yeah, let them belittle you, and then one day, once you concentrate with yourself, and then making yourself better every day, no one will gonna put you down, and then one day they will realize that how bad they were. And always remember that there's always a good and bad karma. You know, the universe will work on that. Some people that are so mean, the universe will work on that. I know, but sometimes we feel like that's already too much, and then never stop. And you know, guys, when they're talking to you, maintain an to eye contact. Okay, so thank you to our dear friend here, Ben. Is my name again, guys. May love siya lang kay Meg TTV, kay Charjan Taiwan Warrior, Lots from Vlog, and Janet Salazar Ariero. And Ben is my name, kay 1H in Beach, Canada. May love shout out kay Italy, Tres Marias Italy channel, and kay Ryan living in Norway. Salamat po na bonggang-bongga sa inyo. Sana po hindi po kayo magsasawa. And ating babaeng Jedai is signing off. Ating babaeng Jedai is signing off, guys. But for now, guys, see you later. Ba, lumagpas ako 41.